Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing with the new biomes. In fact, I thought I wanted to do this map type, but I don't think I do. Let's do donut. That's not a donut. That's not a donut either. All right, let's just do cheese then. So what we're doing today is we're gonna put down the 4 new biomes in the corners, and then we're gonna put down, I'm thinking all of just one race, maybe all dwarves, and we're gonna see how the biome affects each individual one. So let's go ahead and kind of cut them off in a way that makes sense. There's candy, and then let's go crystal, like that. It looks delicious, dude. Okay, this is already arcane sands, but let's go ahead and fill it all the way in. And then last but not least, and the one I think I might be the most excited to see in action, is the lemon biome. Boom. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and give them plants. Let's go ahead and give them trees. Let's go ahead and give them, I think, just fruit bushes, just a little bit. Stone, who cares? We'll put the mineral regeneration on, but I want to make sure they all have stone to start with. And there we go. This place kind of missed out on some trees, though. There you go. Let's do dwarves, because I want to see them do their thing. Let's go 11, I guess? Let's turn on Kingdom Layer. And let's name them accordingly. Candyland, Crystal Land, Sandy Land, and Lemony Land, of course. Okay, cool. Actually, you know, let's be extra. Let's color them accordingly as well. Yellow, right? Okay, that's gonna be as close as we're gonna get. Lemony Land, Sandy Land. Let's leave you purple, I don't care. Pink. Yeah, there's only 8 different banner emblems. How about this? This is what you look like if you eat too much candy. Keep that in mind, kids. Crystal Land. This one looks kind of sick, though. Okay, what's a nice crystal color? Sure. Make it kind of sharp looking. That looks like or pretend that's a crystal. There we go. Dragons. I don't know, red, who cares? Okay, there we go. Onward and upward. Let's get this show on the road. Let's go 5 times for now. So, let's let them do their thing. Let's actually check the rules here really quick. Turn off disasters, turn off rebellions, and let's talk just a little bit about what the main differences between biomes is gonna be. So Lemony, I think, is gonna win this one. Well, I shouldn't say it that plainly. I think that they're gonna have the easiest time at home. Anything can happen depending on who declares war and in what order, but they don't really have any negative effects. Although I don't really know if the lemon people are neutral or not. I would assume they are. I guess we'll find out right here. Yeah, okay, they just chill. They're how could this not be a friendly face? Look at this guy. Over here, they sort of have a poison immunity and poisonous problem that they'll be dealing with by eating the berries, the desert berries. So that's not terrible. They don't have a whole lot of local creatures to deal with, just a couple snakes, nothing they can't handle. And then up here, they're gonna have a tough time because of the murderous gummy bears and the gingerbread men. And they have kind of a mix of good and bad traits, I believe. I think they have some things that make them... Oh, what's this crystal guy doing way over here? They got all sorts of good and bad traits they can get, so we'll keep an eye on them. And then Crystal, they have the most interesting one, which is surprising how they're doing pretty well. Candyland, you can tell they're struggling already, but Crystal, the crystal salts that they get from this place... Oh, wait a second. Yeah, no. I guess this flying swords are friendly? Huh? Brakdaco. Classic sword name. The crystal salts that they'll be getting from living here have a chance to either give them strong-minded or madness. So, they eat crystal salts, there's a chance they either go mad and start attacking everyone, or they become strong-minded and then become immune to getting madness later on. So, that'll be really interesting to watch. I'm very surprised, though, that these guys are neutral. So, as I expected, Lemony Land is doing the best. Candyland is doing the worst. I definitely thought Crystal Land would do worse. I thought these two would both be kind of similarly in bad situations. But Candyland is doing noticeably worse, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. The murderous gummy bears and gingerbread men are not something that I would want to deal with either. So can't be too mad about that, or can't be too confused about that, rather. Sandyland, expanding a little bit. I don't know if that's the direction I would be expanding. I don't know if you see this guy right here, but he might look tasty, but it's actually you that looks tasty. I do have biome overgrowth on as well, because I wanted to see which biomes are more aggressive in growing, and it kind of looks like, I don't know, they look kind of even. Candyland looks like it might grow a teensy bit faster, and it might just be my imagination. They might not even have different growth rates, but I wanted to see how that behaves. Lemonland seems like a great time. I would love to live there. I mean, in real life, if I didn't know any better, I'd probably choose to live in Candyland, but I would immediately regret it because of, you know, getting killed by a giant cookie man, which is not the way I want to go out, but that's just life for you, am I right? Crystal Land is actually just barely ahead of Sandyland, which is really surprising to me. They do have kind of a rough neighbor next door, but the Crystal Land has the same neighbor, so I don't know what's going on there. I think I said earlier that Lemon Land has it the easiest, but more specifically, the traits they can get from eating the local produce, in this case, I believe just lemons, is they can get regeneration. Let's see if anyone's actually got it yet. Regeneration and something else. I forget. It was something else that's pretty positive, I think. Content, maybe? I don't know. That might have actually been it right there. Oh, I just got a trait. Oh yeah, I should be clicking on these two because I need to be unlocking the traits. So I haven't really seen many traits coming from the local stuff yet. So I guess it's not that frequent because I really haven't seen it at all. I haven't seen anyone strong-minded over here, nor have we seen much madness struggle. And then over here, I think it's giant and tiny and like bloodlust and fat, I think are the 4 traits they can get. I don't see any of those yet. And at least with that one, you can kind of see them when they're giant just from looking down. Down here, I think I said earlier, poison immunity and poisonous. And then here, I believe it's eagle eye and regeneration. So I haven't seen that either. So maybe it just hasn't been enough time. Let's also place more plants. I feel like I missed a bunch of areas with that too. So let's go ahead and do that. Maybe that's what we're missing. There we go. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, Lemony Land just took out Candyland. Just like that. I saw them all the way up here. I didn't realize they were at war. I must have missed that. Okay, well, Candyland's gone. That might be a bad thing for Lemony Land to have taken over this area, because now they have to deal with the struggles of living in Candyland, which comes with a lot of struggles, namely murderous cookie men, which I actually don't see very many of, so maybe they killed them all. Interesting. Okay, Lemony Land has declared war on Crystal Land. Not yet, bros. Chill with it. Okay, that's a whole lot of killing. Still no traits. Okay, Lemony Land is just slaying everyone. I guess I said that at the beginning. I predicted they would win, but goodness gracious. I mean, it seems obvious, but they moved quickly. They're the only out of these 4 that only give you good things. Like Crystal Land comes with good and bad. Candyland comes with mostly bad, but some good. And Sandyland comes with kind of like a 50-50, good and bad. Lemony Land only comes with good, though. It's pretty solid land, and you can only get good traits from the lemons. So it makes sense. Plus, I mean, you get to live next to this guy. Oh, whoa, he just went in the house. Did they just like join? No! Crystal Sword killed Lemon Man. Why is he even down here, dude? Go back home. All right, it's only a matter of time for Sandyland. 380 to 110, pretty brutal. Okay, well, I'm actually surprised. This isn't exactly what I expected for these top 2. I thought these would be a little more detrimental, but seeing that the wildlife, if you can even call it that, is pretty neutral in Crystal Land. It's mostly Candyland. Like, I think Candyland is the toughest one to live in because both of the animal spawns are hostile. And pretty strong, too. Candyland is the toughest out of these new ones to live in. Maybe followed by Crystal Land, but Crystal Land and Sandyland are kind of almost the same, where they're not, like, that good or that bad. They're just kind of like, whatever. Although Crystal Land, in my opinion, looks super cool. So they've got that going for them. And then, of course, Lemon Land is the best. Also, it's only a matter of time before we do an Adventure Time themed video, because we now have, like, I feel like this entire update is so heavy on Adventure Time references. Look at that. They got like 7 armies pushing in. Goodbye, Sandyland. I'm also not used to how quickly the game moves now. Like, when they declare war, it's like over. Look at that. The wars are so much more aggressive now. Whereas before they would declare war and like 6 people would go and attack and die, and then they'd have like 8 armies just hanging out in their base, and it was like, why don't you just send them in? Why did you declare war if you're not gonna actually fight them? Okay, well, we learned, I guess, what we already knew. Lemony Land is good, and I'm happy about that. Thank you, Mr. Lemon Man. Appreciate you. Like I said, I think a Adventure Time video might be cool if I can come up with enough ideas for that. We've got candy, obviously. Crystals honestly play a decent part in Adventure Time as well. There's a decent amount of crystal stuff in Adventure Time, but the big one obviously is the lemon seeds, and then of course lemon grab. Also, I didn't notice this in my last video, but the biome description says create the lemon biome. It's a pretty acceptable biome, which is a reference, of course, to lemon grab always screaming the word unacceptable. Unacceptable! So, I mean, man, this guy just watches a lot of Cartoon Network, I guess, because I feel like even the candy area, like I said in my last video, it reminds me a lot of Candy Island from Flapjack, which is also a Cartoon Network show. Of course, this also is an Adventure Time reference, so it could just both be Adventure Time, but hey, the dev of this game, something tells me he watches Cartoon Network. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Pretty simple video. We're gonna keep running these tests. I want to know everything there is to know. Maybe next time we'll do like 1 billion adamantine rocks in the middle or something like that. Who knows? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, bye.